It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Flag 90. Four down.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on that side.
Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Here's Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch.
Pass incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he finds Cook. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Let's go. Ready? 30 base.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Mike, ready? Yellow lady. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know right now. You better bring it. Easy, opposite. Kill. Hey, Zoo. Hey, easy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. 53, check 53. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Joker, 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 Joker. Jam, jam, jam.
Friday.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Wilson throwing again. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Alert.
Wilson operating from the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got room. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Steve 6.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's gonna be a
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
35. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the pass.
This time Wilson will throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is Harris. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
21.
Breeze now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Silver. Rush in. Out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Bravo. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go. We're good. My 4, ready.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Mike 5-4. Hey, Charlie.
Now this one might be a free play. Hill. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 13.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Mostert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware the ball may come your way.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The end result, 21 yards. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. 54.
I got you.
5-9.
Mike 5-4.
5.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Ready, tackle.
On 2nd and 12, Brees looking long for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play. Brees finding Thomas. 51 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Brees on the draw against a Kamara. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Murray. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Latavius Murray stopped up short, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Now a handoff here to his running back. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Raheem Mostert, 98 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch, go. You got enough.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Looking deep for Demarius. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
53 check, 53
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Ready, yellow lady, over.
6-man, check girl.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, high 7.
Now Breeze again. Looking long for Thomas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Check 24. Check 24.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Right there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 54. Yeah.
Let's go. Double count right here.
Now Wilson on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check safety.
Hey, Alpha.
One final try here for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the victory here for Seattle. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in the